So this is probably the coolest baby stroller, 5-in-1 trike, everything that I've ever seen. This is made and designed by Bentley Motors. If you know Bentley, super smooth ride. That's exactly what this is. There are so many functions on this. I'm actually going to do literally an entire full detailed review. I'm going to go over all the functions. So let's just start. Starting with when your kid is the youngest, like 6 months and under. So how it works is they would be sitting in here facing you because they're nice and young, right? You can put this over. I'm going to start just with this. This thing alone has a lot of functionality to it. It can come down to right here. It has the visor if you want, so you can flip that in all the way, have it out, or you could have it up and then flipped in. It also has an extender right here. So if you just push this and extend it all the way out, that's very nice. And then it also has the capability of seeing in with this see-through waterproof part right here. But if you want to clip it back in, do that. Facing towards you, but if you want to now face them forward because they're getting a little bit older, what you do is on the bottom right here, I'll show you in just a sec. Right here, you can pull these in, and that's how you're going to adjust this. So then you would flip it around. You're going to find that, clip it in right there. So now they're facing forward, and you have these where their feet are going to fit because they actually have another extender I'll show you in a sec, but this is perfect for that height right here. Everything is this hand-stitched leather throughout the entire thing. I want you to see this like actual stitching. It's incredible. It's on a stroller. It's pretty dang impressive. Has it up here as well where you're holding it. But so they're facing forward. Has the harness, which by the way, this is like a 5-piece harness in the sense that they're not falling out. It has the ones on the sides, has the ones coming down, and also if you want as far as like you're kind of on the chest area or belly area, has that as well. Cushioned everything. I mean, the stitching on this is nuts with Bentley logos everywhere. Very, very comfy. By the way, I'm going to be having my kids in this here in a sec to show you. But it has that. Everything is removable or like adding on to. So this is when they're facing forward. They get a little bit older. What do you want to do? You take this piece out right here. Take this piece out. And then this piece out. So they're maybe not at that stage as far as the trike goes. By the way, it has a storage compartment on the back. So I'm going to put that right in here for later. Really fun, nice storage compartment right there. But now they need their feet, but that was a little bit too short for them. So you do this. You pull this down, flips out. Now their feet are seated on this because their feet aren't, they're not long enough to be able to put their feet on these. So now it's perfect right here. This is still facing forward, but now they're getting a little bit older. So you can even adjust this even to the next point. You can take this off. You can take this back portion off where it's just the seat alone. That one takes a little bit of time, so that's something that you only do like kind of once because your child has gotten older. I'm not going to do it in the video right now, but it's as simple as taking it off, just taking this piece off right here, and you can have it so that it's still padded, or you can take it off where it's just this like harder material where it might be easier to clean, and that's what they would be seated on when it comes to. It's now just the seat itself, like the plastic. You can take this entire thing off. Very simple. You just push this down. And then it has a knob that it comes with. If you want to throw this knob on right here to be able to protect this just so that it's not just a metal piece sticking out. So that's off. You just have this seat on. This whole thing is off. So now it's this legit trike that they can ride on, right? So you'd be flipping this up. They'd be pedaling. And now it's a trike for them being a little bit older. So there are so many functionalities. I'm going to put this back on and show you guys even more of how much this stuff has. Latch that right on, not going anywhere. This is what's really cool. When you're pushing it, I'm in charge right here. I'm pushing it forward, but I can also steer from this. This is probably my favorite part about the entire thing. When your kid is in here, and if they want to act like they're steering, you can have it where it actually allows them to steer. But if you want, at any point, you pull this up right here, and your kid thinks that they're steering, but they're not actually engaged in anything. And if they just keep like pedaling, and you're like, stop, stop. Like we got to just stay here. You can disengage it like it is right now. See, if I do this, they're pedaling, nothing's happening. But if you come over here, come on this side right here, and look at this red piece, if I engage it, now when they pedal, it actually moves. So they're the one that's in charge. That's like maybe when they're in the trike mode. But it's so nice that if I want to, at any point, which is kind of where our son is right now, I can disengage it. I can disengage it. He thinks he's riding. He thinks he's moving everything. And it's in the end, it's just us, the parents, in the back, controlling everything. It also on both sides, come on the way back here. It has these red pieces right here. So you can lock the scooter in place so it doesn't roll downhill or anything like that. So right there, it's locked. By the way, the tires themselves are pneumatic, filled with air, so it really is that dampening, cushioning effect. Has a cup holder. Look at this. It even comes with a satchel. So this is as small as it can get. You can also extend it a lot further. And on top of that, on the back side, if you want with this and with this, say this is off, or even if it's still on, if you want more storage because that's the only storage you got, you can take off your straps, undo the Velcro right here, attach it to this, and attach this piece right here, and it will lay like that. Now you can take these off, so it's just this, so you got storage there, you got storage here. You can even have it like that, so there's storage on that side. The amount of options on this thing is literally just incredible. And you only have to do it like once, right? You're not doing all this at one take like I'm doing. You're doing it when your kid's growing up and utilizing it whenever they want to. I like that, you know, when they're facing forward and it's Sunday, if you want to just be able to check in on them, you can look through this part right here at your kid. This is so cool. Oh, another thing, guys, there's so much. You can also recline this right here. So say, let's grab it right here. I can push that back. So when they need to be a little bit more as far as sleeping, you can cover them. They're sleeping, and then say they want to be a little bit more engaged, you can flip it right back up. This thing is so stinking cool, so let's get the kids on it.
So I was out here pushing my son, just having a great time. My daughter also wanted to do it, so she was just learning how to ride the actual trike itself, and she felt like she started getting the hang of it. So as you can see, I just took that handlebar off where I was holding it, you know, making sure that she was all good. But she wanted me to take it off. It was so simple. If I wanted to, I could put it back on very quickly. She started getting the hang of it. She was having a great time. She really, really likes this thing. I love it as a parent because of how just, you obviously saw me go over the whole review. I really think that this thing's amazing. But I threw the handlebar back on so that I could push my son, because it's just so easy to, like, you know, attach this and detach it whenever I want to. But wanted to show you guys here in just a sec one part where he thought he was steering, but I was the one that was actually engaged. At the same time, you can have a lot of fun with this. You can do wheelies, and it's very secure. Like, the ride is very smooth. Once again, made by Bentley, so they know what's up when it comes to a smooth ride and a very well done ride. But you can even do the wheelie like this. And then this part right here is where I was pushing my son. And in just a sec, you'll see him kind of wiggling the bars back and forth, but I'm the one that is actually in charge, but he thought he was having a great time. So that's one thing that I really like about it. I think that's just like a very clever way that they make it so that the kids can engage, but you're the one that's truly in control. The kids don't really have a way that they're going to like mess anything up or like tilt themselves over. So I thought that was such a cool add-on that they did. You can see him doing it right there, but nothing's really engaging. So build quality in this is incredible. The detail is amazing. We had such a great time with this. My son and daughter love it. Other people we went on a walkabout, and other people were commenting on this nonstop the entire time. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys have a great time with your kids.